Hey, what's going on everybody? Today is Monday, July 13th, and the SBA grant is out of money. I'm going to be talking a little bit about that today, but first, please do me a favor and smash that like button. And also, if you're new here, you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. And also let me know in the comments below how your weekend went. And if you have any questions for me, I'll do my best to get to them and answer them. All right, so July 13th, tax season's almost over. I'm excited. Finally get to sleep after Wednesday, so I'm thrilled about that. All right, so the SBA announced over the weekend that the EIDL Grant, the advanced program, has been exhausted. $20 billion have been exhausted. So what that means is I still believe they're gonna process the applications that they have already received, but they have stopped taking applications over the weekend. I want to talk about why this program was so popular and you know what we can do next about it. Okay, so it was popular because it's such an easy application. You know, like it was literally a 15-minute application. There's very little verification that they asked for, and there was high funding, $20 billion funded for this program. Now, I'll talk about other programs later, but those programs are going to be more involved in terms of the application process and what they ask for. While this program just asks for your credit, and it asks for you to self-certify your number of employees and your revenue and your cost of goods sold, and that's about it. You know, that's pretty impressive. Pretty small application there. Now, do I think that this program might be funded with additional money? I think it's possible. You know, because at the last hearing that the SBA had in front of the Small Business Committee, basically one of the senators was telling Jovita Carranza that if they ran out of money, we'll just fund more money into the program. Like he was kind of upset with Jovita that she was kind of limiting loan program money to $150,000, and she stated the reason was because she was scared the program would run out of money. But then the senator said, if you run out of money, we'll just give you more money, basically. So there's a chance that there will be additional funding in the next stimulus package, or they can just do it like they did with the PPP, and where they just pass the bill strictly for just additional funding for this program. My thought is that they will not prioritize it too much like the PPP, since already 6 million grants have been issued for this program. So I think Congress is thinking that a lot of businesses have gotten their funding already, their grants already. So if there was more money to come, they might not prioritize it like they did with the PPP. If they wanted to do that, they might just put it in the next stimulus package that they're working on right now. So with that being said, where else can you get funding from? You know, if you're looking for free money or grants, then where can you get it from? So, I mean, the first option is like a GoFundMe, okay? You might think it's a tacky thing to ask for money, but people have been really supportive, at least in my local community, with certain businesses, restaurants and retails who have, you know, basically just put themselves out there, made themselves vulnerable, asking for money, asking for support, and they've been getting tons of support from their community. So that would be one good place to start. Also, GoFundMe has a relief program as well, where I think they match up to a certain amount of dollars of money contributed to your funding account. So that helps. You have the U.S. Chamber of Commerce has a list of programs that they've put together on their website, you know, for each state, because state and local governments is huge here. So that brings me to my next point, is check your state and local governments. They might have some programs that you might not have known they existed, but they range from loan programs to grants to advances. For example, Denver, where I'm from, has a relief program for small businesses. San Francisco and San Diego both have relief programs for small businesses. So those are cities there. Check with your counties, check with your cities, and check with your state. Chicago has a resiliency fund. Don't mind my cat in the background, just ignore her. She's fine. So definitely just check those out there. If you're interested, I have an online program where I walk you through basically how to survive this pandemic financially. And I have an ongoing list of funding from states and local and other alternatives in my online program. Check that out in the description below if you're interested. So where else can you get some loans? So there's a lot of loan opportunities out there. You know, PayPal has working capital loans. You can check Cabbage or Bluevine. They might be offering some other type of loans besides the PPP right now. Also, again, check with your state and local governments, because besides grants and advances, they also have loan programs. You know, we're talking about micro loans or small business loans, loans with more favorable interests than, you know, a typical business loan. All right. And of course, check with your bank, see if they have any kind of product that competes with the SBA program or that can compete with any of these relief programs, because you never know, your bank might have something, because they're seeing that these programs, these federal programs, are so popular and they're taking so long to get funded. They might have come up with their own program to help businesses out. So check with your bank as well. Generally, I hope that Congress decides to fund additional money to EIDL grants. Now, keep in mind the EIDL loan is still going strong, okay? I don't think they've used even half of their funding for that yet, although those are going a little slower, actually much slower than the EIDL grants program. But there are still plenty of funding for that. And I'm sure if they run out of money, then Congress is going to fund it even more. So, important distinction there. The grant, out of money for the moment, and the loan is still going strong. So if you have not applied for the loan, you can still do so on the SBA's website. But if you go on there now, you'll notice that the advance portion is gone. You can't apply for that anymore. Okay? So that's all I got for today. Thanks for joining me for this quick video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.